Yesterday, when I tell you that I wanted to put Jared inside of my purse and zip it, you see, I didn't even say unzip it yet. Just keep him in there. Oh my gosh, like, trust me. I understand I spoiled him. I understand in his mind he think he was born with a silver spoon in his mouth because of all the things he's participated from the time he can remember. He's been a part of a lot of things, the places he gets to go, the different people he's been able to meet, secularly and spiritually. um, they could have made that light. Um, like I said, the things that he have, and just his whole life, you wouldn't think that he's been raised by a single parent. And by all no means, I am not a millionaire right now. Let me just make sure my verbiage is right, because I want to speak that thing into the atmosphere. But you would think that, how can I put it? How he acted yesterday, it was almost like I looked at him. I'm like, you're not no rapper, son. You're not. The first person I thought of was that rapper, Sean Combs. And I'm like, you're not his son. Like, don't have this attitude. Now, I can see, some parents who already like spoil their kids, sometimes God can't even bless us with more, because we would not make our kids rotten. We would destroy them, with opportunities and just giving them things without them making them work for it. I can't even talk this morning. But he just made me so angry yesterday. Just being lazy and just not wanting to do. I'll say labor. He'll do anything else, but he wanted to do labor. And I told him, I said, that's not a good attribute to have. If you ever obtain a roommate when you go to college, if God don't come back before then, but if you get a roommate in college or even after you graduate, I said they'll probably break the lease and just stick you with paying the rent. And I said, and then two, women don't like that. It's almost like if you see something, so what, you didn't drop it, pick it up, regardless if you did it or not. It's just the right thing to do. And I said, any woman who gets with you, and you have a big heart, so like you have no problem like seeing about a woman and doing the things that women would want. He's very caring, compassionate. He's not stingy. And I said, if you keep the mindset in certain areas that you have, trust me, they'll stick with you, but they'll cheat on you, because they're like, okay, he don't want to do this. Like, and sometimes men think if they give us money or want to pay bills or buy something nice that we good. A woman who wants you as a true boyfriend, a true husband, she's like, honey, I can buy my own jewelry, I can buy my own pearls, I can buy my own bag. Like, I want you, and for us to work, like, you have to fix some of these character flaws. Oh my gosh, I was just, whoo, like, I flipped out bad. I flipped out so bad, my mother was just looking at me like, and then I got mad at her, because she was like, whoa, baby. I said, Mommy, you can't be like that. I said, because there's some things you can see a person doing, and then some things, by way of the spirit, you can discern, like, oh, okay, I see he has this on him, that on him. And it's like, he had blah, blah, blah. We've seen he has things from his father's side and my side. Those whole generational curses thing. When you see it, okay, you nip it, bind it, you work with the person, especially if they're a child, And it's like, are you kidding me? And I'm like, Mommy, you saw it when he was like 8 months old, certain stuff. So, but, she's being grandma. And I start respectfully fussing at my mom. I'm like, Mommy, like, I need you to wear the Mother of Zion hat right now. Don't be grandma. I said, because grandma is like kind of tearing down everything I'm saying to him, thus saith the Lord. I said, you can't do that. And I get, the whole grandma thing, but I'm like, he's a boy and a black boy being raised in a single parent home. Like, don't enable. We can't go soft on him, And I'm like, no, I can't teach you how to be a man. Mommy can't. But I can teach you what women like. I can teach you right from wrong. I can teach you how to be a gentleman. I can teach you the godly things to do, taking the right path. And I said, all those other things that I'm able to teach you, and you have a desire to do the right thing and an open heart for God to come in and help fill another voice, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. And God will send you those men, those strong, positive male figures in your life, whether it's my future husband, or because he has different males that he's around, but consistency, not seasonal, and still praying and trusting God for that as well. And I try to tell him, I said, Jared, I've calmed down. He was scared to death because when I get like that, I'm like, listen, boy, I have no problem. I will put you out. Seriously. It's just, this whole, like, I'm supposed to have. This whole, like, and if you've been blessed, you don't be like, it makes me think, he's 13, okay? It makes me think of, I think he was maybe 6. Yeah, I think maybe he was 6. And he was at a daycare camp. When you're all going as a group, you get the seats kind of like in Peanut Heaven. And when they walked in, Jared's like, I don't sit down here. And the teacher was telling me he wasn't disrespectful or anything. He was just upset because he had to sit where he was, where the group was sitting. And he was just trying to explain to them, like, my mommy gets me season tickets. I'm backing up, sorry, you guys. My mommy gets me season tickets, you guys. So, wait a minute. 1 second, folks. He was just like, my mommy gets me season tickets, and we sit on the third baseline. And she's just like, that's nice, but we can't do that, And I'm just like, I don't know. I just kind of wanted to choke my child. I ain't gonna lie. And women, like, seriously, those who are raising kids alone, whether it's boys or girls, I think it's harder, when a woman's raising a boy. Because, we're two different species, So, what I have to go off of is the Holy Ghost, my own experiences, and things that I will want him to learn, and God really has to just indeed do the rest. But, I was going to say, yeah, it's just, and then when he was getting fussed at, like when you're angry and they do the whole like doing her, I said, fix your mouth or like you're out of here. It all comes down to self-control. You can be upset and everything. You cannot like your boss, and you can have discrepancies with people you work with or at school or at church or family members, but you don't put on a display like that, because if you have to get all hot and heavy and the movements and like you trying to get pumped before you're about to get in a boxing ring to fight, you lack self-control. Just pray for my son. Just pray for my son. Alrighty, bye-bye.